Hey, Shalom, Kohala, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rachakodash, the ones the apostles of great millstone, and Shalom to brothers in the highways and byways, doing the works sincerely and faithfully, continually fighting that good fight of faith, Lord willing, we're finding that number to be delivered. But until then, we're going to keep on pushing and fulfilling Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's will. All right? So I got a quick one here, and this is concerning North Korea. Now, we're not even 5 days into the new year, and one of the kings of the earth has drawn the line in the sand. All right, and and the line has been drawn, and so now the ball, if you will, is in America's court. What are you going to do? All right, there's no need for talking. There's no need for negotiations. You know, this man has drawn the line in the sand, and he made a bold statement. Okay, so I'm gonna play this quick news clipping and get a couple of scriptures and close it out from there. Hold on one second here. Okay, there's the correct clip here.
North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has kicked off 2024 with a dire warning to the U.S. This could be the first of many newsmaking headlines coming from the leader as Americans prepare to go to the polls to choose a president. Natalie Brand has more details from Washington, D.C.
North Korean leader Kim Jong-un rang in the new year with a rally hours after making new threats. Earlier, Kim ordered his military leaders to, quote, thoroughly annihilate the U.S. and South Korea if provoked. North Korea test-fired its most advanced ballistic missile on December 18th. Experts say Kim could increase testing of ICBMs capable of reaching the U.S. in response to this year's presidential election. Analysts on the region say Kim views the testing as a way to get more concessions from the U.S. if former President Donald Trump is reelected. Kim and Trump met for face-to-face negotiations in 2018 in an attempt to denuclearize the peninsula, but the talks fell apart. Since 2022, North Korea has conducted more than 100 missile tests, prompting the U.S. and South Korea to expand their joint military drills. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Kim warned that war could break out on the Korean peninsula at any time over the U.S. and South Korean military provocations.
Well, just days after Christmas.
Right, so that's a mistake.
North Korean
there.
leader Kim Jong-un.
So there you have it. Right. North Korea leader Kim Jong says he will thoroughly annihilate U.S. South Korea if provoked. All right, so he drew the line in the sand. There's no need to come to the table. Fuck around. Excuse my language. Mess around. You're gonna find out. Point blank. Period. All right, and it's not just North Korea. The Lord is gonna set all these kings up to come up against this place. This is Jeremiah 50 and start at 9. It says, for lo, I will raise up and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. They shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. All right. So this is just the beginning, man. And like I said, we're not even 5 days into the year 2024, and a big position has just been taken by North Korea. The leader of North Korea said to his military men, his military aides, or whoever they are, if America and South Korea want to mess around, annihilate them. And they can do it. All right? And I can tell you this right now, America ain't gonna do a damn thing right now to try to, defend themselves or make a strike or like they would do any other small country. Okay? But we must understand the time will come where these nations will fulfill Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's will by destroying this place. Okay? This is exactly what's going to happen. So these kings of the earth, you're going to see and hear more. They're going to be more boisterous than ever before, because the time is at hand. All right? America's going to be backpedaling, trying to figure out the best plan of action or course of action they should take. But there isn't going to be a course of action, because once the Lord assembles all the kings of the earth, then shall they take her, man. Now, I looked up who are North Korea's allies. One of the first articles that came up, or statements that came up, says they have a close special relationship, and China is often considered to be North Korea's closest ally. China and North Korea have a mutual aid in cooperation treaty signed in 1961, which is currently the only defense treaty either country has with any nation. All right. So again, we understand that China and North Korea are going to come together, and they have. The next one are Russia and North Korea allies. It says the deepening of the North Korean-Russia alliance took off in July of 2023, when North Korea leader Kim Jong-un welcomed a Russian delegation to, forgive me on this, Penang, headed by Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu, to mark celebrations of the 70th anniversary of the Korean War armistice agreement. All right. So as far as since 2023 of July, North Korea and Russia have now gained that alliance. Okay. So the time is coming, man. There's going to be no need for any, discussions or talks or negotiations, because the Lord is already going to set the negotiation, the agreement up. And the agreement is for what? These nations to come up against her and burn her with fire. Okay? It says, is North Korea a threat to the United States? Experts say small-scale military clashes between North and South Korea could happen this year along the heavily armed border. They say that North Korea is also expected to test launch intercontinental ballistic missiles capable of reaching the mainland U.S. and other major weapons. All right? So, again, I don't know when this was actually put together, but we see as of this year, Kim Jong-un has tested intercontinental ballistic missiles. All right? So everything's falling into place, man. Everything's falling right into place. And there's nothing anybody's going to do to stop this, because this is the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, that these nations come together to destroy Babylon, to wipe her off the face of the earth, as Kim Jong-un had put it, to annihilate U.S. And it's rightfully so. The time has come. All right? What do I have here? What is this here? That was from another lesson. That's off the books there. So let me get this right quick, right? So I did a lesson previously. Okay? And a lot of these, let me see here. There was one I wanted to make a comment on, if I can find it real quick. Of course, when you want it, you can never find it. And I had it queued up, but you know how some of these phones, they do what the hell they want to do. But all that being said, it went into the nations that hated America. Okay? And a lot of these nations that hate America are going to be those nations that the Lord has now summoned to the table to destroy this place. Okay? Yeah, I wish I could find it right quick, but I had it queued up and the phone kind of did whatever it wanted to do. All right, but you brothers get you get the gist of what's being done here. Okay? And this is one of the shorts. Countries that hate U.S. Let me click on this for just for the time's sake. Slovenia, Pakistan, Austria, Egypt, Iran, Pakistan, Lebanon, Belarus, Palestine, and Russia. Now, there are other countries that are now involved with this as well. There are other countries that are now involved, but this is just a quick synopsis of what we're looking at as far as these nations coming up against America. All right. So this is the man right here. This is the man to bring in the good tidings for 2024. All right. And he means business. So Lord willing, this was just a little bit of edification on, the things to come concerning the nuclear war, the thermonuclear Third World War. And these kings of the earth that are being raised up by the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to come up against Babylon. Let me read it again. Yep, let me see. Verse 9, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as the mighty expert men. None shall return in vain. That is a beautiful verse right there, because that is the sum of all things right here concerning Babylon, aka America. These nations are going to come up against her, shoot those arrows over here, destroy her, wipe her off the face of the earth, and done deal. All right? So, Lord willing, I'll see y'all on another one. I say shalom.